What I have here for us is our Amazonite flower chip beads. And they are just sensational, as you can see. Make sure my bead stopper's on there. That took some time to get those going. And it's just an absolute beautiful, the colors, it's just sensational. Absolutely sensational. And it just looks like the sand, the beach, the seashore, all of it. It looks like all of it. It's so pretty. So all you're going to need, guys, is very minimal supplies for something fun like this. Your bead stringing wire. I use the 0.38 millimeter tiger tail in gold. You can use any wire. It's completely your preference. Whatever you've lying around will absolutely work. And you're going to just cut that to length. And then you're just going to string on your chip beads. Now, of course, you can use any beads you want. Any beads would look beautiful. But I thought this would be really fun with these chip beads. You know what you can also use this for? An eyeglass holder. Get the little loopy eyeglass things. Put them on the ends. We can use this to hang our keys, a badge, whatever. This is just a really, really cool thing. So anyway, that's all you're going to need is really, if you don't have these beads or any kind of a chip bead, you can use any beads that you want, really. Anything is going to work. This is just a technique of how to, I think, put together in a pro finish, a lanyard type of accessory. Okay. And then, friends, any kind of a swivel clasp. These come in lots of metal finishes, colors, shapes, sizes, but I would recommend something that has a swivel, a 360 swivel on it like this, or not. And then we're going to use Wire Guardians and then the Magical Crimper today. So I have two of the 2x2 crimps in gold. Okay, and so all you do to finish this up, guys, is we're going to finish up each strand independently of themselves with a Wire Guardian. And again, because I just said we're going to give you pro finish tips today, when we're using a Wire Guardian on something like this, the Wire Guardian is going to be taking all the wear and tear, not the wire, so it will last. And it's not going to fray or break your wire down. And then we are going to go ahead and put this component right on the Wire Guardian. Guys, I apparently cannot talk today. These are tongue twister words for me. Anyway, so guys, just string it up. And again, to length, whatever length you want. Let me give you my measurement real quick before we go ahead and finish that off. So what I did here, and because it slips, obviously, it's a lanyard. This is intended for. It slips right over the head. So we have probably right around 24 inches. And therefore, we need no clasp. So 24 inches, or you could make it longer. So we'll just grab one end. We're going to go ahead and put a crimp on, right? So I'm going to go ahead and feed my wire on my Wire Guardian. And before we put it through the crimp, we're going to go ahead and attach our swivel component. So I've got my Wire Guardian on there now, right? And my crimp is down here. And now I'm going to take this component, we'll slide it down that wire, and let it go right in the channel of the horseshoe, our little Wire Guardian there. And then we'll go ahead and get that tail back through the crimp and my first bead. And then we can pull on that tail. And I'm going to go ahead and hold my component here as I'm doing that. Okay, and I don't have to worry about making it too tight right now because we'll finish it up over there. And that's what we'll make sure it's really nice and tight. Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and grab my crimper and we'll put it right in there. We're going to pull that tail down to make sure the wire is fully laying in the Wire Guardian. We'll give that a squeeze. And you can use a regular crimper on this too, guys. You don't have to use the magical crimper. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. Going anywhere. And now I'll trim off my tail. And that is what we have. Okay, so that Wire Guardian will go ahead and freely move about the clasp, the swivel portion, and be fine. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push all of my beads down. And as I'm pushing them down, I'm actually going to do my snake, which means I'm going to wrap them around as I push the beads down and, you know, get rid of all of these little gaps. And then we know we're all nice and snug. So I've got, you know, quite a few gaps here. And as I'm going down, I'm just coiling it up like a snake. And I'm having to kind of push some of them because they're chip beads and they have these weird, you know, obvious shapes. And so some of them get a little stuck on the wire and you got to kind of make them go down. And now I can go ahead and pull off my bead stopper. And there we go. So now I'm all nice and flush. And so now I'm going to go ahead, and that looks like, that is a dud crimp. I don't like the way that one looks, so let's grab another one. And so same thing, guys, is we're just going to put on a crimp and then feed on a Wire Guardian. And so we put the wire up one barrel of the Wire Guardian, and we can let our crimp drop and grab our wire. We're going to pull it around the horseshoe down the barrel on the other side of this Wire Guardian here. And now we are going to grab our clasp and feed that through down the wire and let that go right inside the Wire Guardian. And we can squeeze it a little bit. And now we're going to grab this tail. Well, we can pull it a little closer, actually. And we're going to put that tail through that crimp and see if we can get it through that first chip bead. Very good. Still keeping it coiled up, and now I'm just pulling that tail. Now I'm going to just be mindful. I'm pulling it as far as I need to pull it, so long as I have enough room to work with my crimping tool. And I can lay it back out now and see that, you know, nothing is stiff. It's nice and movable, which is why we just coiled it up like that, right? And so I'm going to hold my tail and grab my crimper tool. We'll get that in there and make sure everything is out of my way. Yeah. And we'll just trim that tail off. Flush cut that. And that's what we have, guys. Okay, so you see that? So we have both of our strands with the Wire Guardian that will be nice and, you know, move nicely up and down and around the swivel component portion, which is really nice. Like I said, those are going to take all the wear and tear. So, you know, when they're flinging around, whatever's hanging on there, we're not worried about the rest of our beautiful accessory. The Wire Guardian is going to take the beating. It's going to take the beating and all the wear and tear, and not the wire or anything else. So, and you can always cover that up with a crimp cover, you know, if you want to as well. And that's what we have. And we're literally all done. Just like that. We can clip our keys on here if we wanted to. We can clip this on whatever. Really, really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that quick tutorial how to make a fun lanyard. Or you could also use the same technique for, like I said, like an eyeglass holder or whatever, really, with these really cool swivel clasps, purse dangle, key charms, whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed that fun, quick tutorial. And until next time, friends, be blessed.